Holy shit. All right, let's go from here. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, Nagma.
Thank you. Feels good to be back.
Sophiya, welcome to the podcast for the first time.
Thank you so much. I made it.
I'm really excited for you. When are you leaving for Miss Universe?
I'm leaving on New Year's, 1st Jan.
1st of Jan.
Yes.
All right, so let's do this. Let's release this today, if possible. Is that possible? All right, we will definitely go do that. How excited are you? Let's start with that.
I am so excited. I cannot explain because this has forever been my dream. You guys know it, me.
First thing I wanted to ask you, was when Nagma called, when I called you, and this we're gonna come. I was like, yeah, sure, come over. I want a lot of people to understand this. How does it feel to keep on trying? I want you to explain that to everybody. Like how does it feel? When you have a dream, you want to get somewhere, but पुग्दैन नि त, अब how does that make you feel? Like what goes in your mind?
It takes a lot of courage, I would say. Very competition ma आउनु अनि result थाहा हुँदैन के. That's the most scary part. But I think it's all in your mind. You have to say yourself that, you know what, this is my dream, I'm gonna go for it. You just keep trying. Try गरिराख्यो भने सफलता हुन्छ, मलाई त्यही लाग्छ है. So of course you have to think about the worst case scenario. When I went to Miss Universe Nepal, of course I didn't know I was gonna win, I know. I went there to winning mindset day.
Yeah.
But I always thought about the worst case scenario. What if I don't win? What happens then? I cannot break down and be like, my life is over. I was like, okay, if I don't win, life goes on. But I'm here to win. Mindset.
सबैजनाको mindset त त्यही नै हुन्छ नि हैन. I'm not talking about pageant मात्रको कुरा गरे हैन मैले हैन, किनभने a lot of friends listening, I'm sure they're trying some other things in their lives as well हैन. जहिले पनि जित्छ भन्ने हुँदैन नि त हैन. अब obviously going back in time हुन्छ नि हैन, you've tried various different things हुन्छ नि हैन, कतै न कतै केही न केही मिलेको छैन नि त हैन. I want to understand that, and I want all the listeners to understand that, like sometimes it doesn't work out, right?
Pageantमा मात्रै पनि भने हैन, मैले life in general मै भनेको के. अब if you want something, you have to keep on working for it. You have to be consistent. Life मा consistency नै हो रहेछ के, gym जस्तै, you know. You go one day मात्रै गएर body त build हुँदैन नि त. You have to go every day counts, हैन र?
Yeah.
त्यस्तै हो life पनि. मेरो लागि चाहिँ I take it that way. So consistent हुनु पर्यो. अब 2019 मा, if you remember, I was so bad मेरो speaking skills. I used to get so nervous in front of everyone, okay? So within 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, I feel like I've grown as a person. अनि मेरो speaking skills पनि, I'm so much more confident, okay? Because I worked for it.
Yeah.
त्यसैले, so life मा you have to work for it. Sometimes it's not going to work out, and that's okay. You have to accept it. You have to move on. There are bigger things in life.
Yeah, no doubt on that.
course.
No doubt in that. I'm sure the Prime Minister said the same thing too at one point. Very interesting day today, huh? I quickly just want to touch base on this one. How did you guys feel about what you read last night?
I was shocked. I was shocked, to be very honest, because I voted this year hoping for a different leader. But then we kind of knew that it would be the same leader from the same circle, but I was not expecting him to be in the Prime Minister position. But now he's already in the position, and I just hope that he does something that positively impacts all of us and not just waste his 2.5 tenure of being a Prime Minister. But one-line answer, shocked.
Interesting. You want to add anything on this?
I always think everything happens for a good reason. People say everything happens for a reason, but I always add the good in it. So, of course, I was shocked. I was like, huh? How? But I'm hoping for a better tomorrow for Nepal. I'm positive about it. So, Here's to you.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sure a lot of friends want me to say something on this, and since we're releasing the podcast right away today, कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भने मलाई पहिलादेखि नै के कति कति कुरामा चाहिँ के लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब अफकोर्स त्यो सबैजनाले भन्छ नि होइन भाग्यमा लेखा हुन्छ यो हुन्छ त्यो हुन्छ अब त्यो आफ्नो ठाउँमा छ होइन देशको प्रधानमन्त्री हो होइन अब कतिजना साथीहरूलाई कति थोकमा चित्त नबुझ्ला होइन तर म जन्मेको देशको प्रधानमन्त्री हो प्रधानमन्त्रीले यहीँ बसेर ठ्याक्क यहीँ बसेर एक थोक भन्नुभएको थियो जुन थोक मलाई एकदम क्लिक के भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि देश विकास गर्ने हो नेसन बिल्ड गर्ने हो र म आफ्नो जति शक्ति छ सबै प्रयोग गर्छु देश विकास गर्नको लागि भनेर चाहिँ यहीँ बसेर भन्नुभयो हो त्यही कुरा पनि तस्बिर एउटा राखेर मैले त्यही कुरा लेखाएको छु कि what he has promised I hope that comes to play होइन इन द कमिङ इयर्स अब तिमीले भनिहाल्यो 2.5 years भनेर अब विल सी होइन हाउ लङ द्याट गोज होइन बट नेसन बिल्डिङ इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट थिङ एन्ड आई बिलिभ अल अफ अस होप द्याट रियली ह्यापन्स होइन लेट्स जम्प इन्टु द प्रोजेक्ट राइट अवे सिन्स वी आर टकिङ अबाउट स्पेसिफिक थिङ होइन टेल एभ्रीबडी अ लिटल बिट अबाउट प्रोजेक्ट रेड
Okay. Every time I talk about Project Red, first I started, it is my passion project. I always say that. I think Miss Universe ma jadaheri chai, this is going to be my highlight. Project Red is my highlight. Why? Because Project Red is a platform where we promote, destigmatize, let's say, destigmatize the taboo surrounding menstruation. Why am I so passionate bhanera sodhaheri chai? Because I've been through that. मेरो घरमा छुन दिनु हुँदैन थियो कि मन्दिर और भान्सा जानु हुँदैन थियो अनि खाना पनि छुट्टै बसेर खानुपर्ने हाउ डिड इट चेन्ज भन्दाखेरि मैले भने नि त मेरो दिदी पनि हुनुहुन्छ कि अस्ट्रेलियामा हुनुहुन्छ सी नेभर स्पोक अबाउट इट लाइक सी इज स्टे इन रुम नै खाना पनि रुममै खाने होइन अब म चाहिँ आम अ बिट आउटस्पोकन के अनि आई टक टु माई पेरेन्ट्स अबाउट थिङ्स एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ सो इट चेन्ज्ड अब त पूजा कोठा पनि छुने भान्सामा पनि जाने सो चेन्ज स्टार्ट्स फ्रम मी भनेर मैले यो कुरा चाहिँ बुझिसकेको थिएँ कि अनि अर्को एउटा इन्सिडेन्ट चाहिँ मैले फोटोसुट गर्दाखेरि आई स्टार्टेड मेन्सुरेटिङ अनि पिरियड प्रोडक्ट्सै थिएन कुन एरिया भन्दा त्यो सोल्टीको एरिया छ नि त्यहाँ होल लाइनमा पिरियड प्रोडक्ट्सै थिएन लाइक नो प्याड नो ट्याम्पन नो कप्स नथिङ होइन एन्ड देन आई थिङ्क ओ शिट म्यान लाइक I am a girl from Kathmandu, होइन I thought I have access to everything actually त्यो दिनसम्म त अनि त्यसपछि मलाई के लाग्यो भने oh no I have to do something about this then I sat down with the team I actually spoke to them के गर्न सकिन्छ त भनेर then we came up with the idea of period panties होइन period panties को idea त आयो तर it took us almost 6 months to get the final product आएपछि पनि के भयो भने अब त्यसलाई सर्टिफाई त गर्नु पर्यो नि त देन वी वेन्ट टु द नेसनल ब्युरो अफ स्ट्यान्डर्ड एन्ड मेट्रोलोजी बालाजुमा टु माई सक नेपालमा सर्टिफिकेसनै छैन पिरियड प्यान्टिज रियुजेबल प्याड्सको छैन सर्टिफिकेसनै
होल्ड अन यसलाई अलिकति डिटेलमा डिस्क्राइब गर न
सर्टिफिकेसनै छैन कि नेपालमा वी क्यान नट सर्टिफाई इट इन नेपाल सो आई डोन्ट
किनभने यो देशमा बन्दैन कहिले बनेकै छैन त्यसको कारण हो
तर मान्छेहरूले बेची त राख्नु भएको छ नि त रियुजेबल प्याड्सहरू बेचिराख्नु भएको आई युज द प्यान्टिज माइ सेल्फ हामीले बनाएको होइन मेरो स्किन एकदमै सेन्सिटिभ छ कि इट वाज गुड टु गो आई कुड हेभ लाइक गिभन इट यत्तिकै पनि तर आई क्यान नट डु द्याट सर्टिफिकेसन त चाहिन्छ भने के मैले मेरो टिमलाई अनि हामी गयो सर्टिफिकेसनै छैन भन्छ आम लाइक आई वाज सक्ड के बिकज मान्छेहरूले त बेचिरहेछ नि त अनि के को आधारमा बेचिरहेको हो त म बुझ्नै सकेन कि मैले त अनि वी वेन्ट त्यही त इट्स टु रिस्की नि त
It is absolutely.
Okay, hold on. To everybody who are listening, I am trying to figure this out that हाम्रो देशमा बन्दैन र सर्टिफिकेसनै छैन कि कसैले इम्पोर्ट गरेर ल्याउँछ भने पनि त्यहाँ गएर चाहिँ सर्टिफाई गर्नुपर्छ हो
नेपालमा बन्छ yes
हैन
there are people who make reusable pads that I know
नेपालमा बन्छ तर उहाँहरूले अब सर्टिफाई चाहिँ कहाँबाट गर्नुहुन्छ मलाई के भन्नुभएको थियो भने त्यहाँ
कुन डिपार्टमेन्ट यो नाम के रे यो डिपार्टमेन्टको
नेपाल ब्युरो अफ स्ट्यान्डर्ड एन्ड मेट्रोलोजी
ओपन द वेबसाइट अनि
या अनि त्यहाँ गएँ होइन अनि बाहिरबाट सर्टिफिकेसन गर्नु भए पनि हुन्छ भने कि अनि मेरो भनाइ चाहिँ के थियो भने म नेपालमै बाँड्ने हो नेपालकै महिलाहरूले युज गर्नुपर्ने हो यो प्रोजेक्ट नेपालमै गर्ने हो नेपालको लागि भनेर गरेको हो मैले म बाहिर गएर किन सर्टिफाई गरौँ
बाहिर भने कहाँ
बाहिर देशमा नि
बाहिर एनीवेयर
अनि त्यहाँ कुरा गरे हामीले अनि उहाँले के भन्नुभयो भने निबन्ध दिनुहोस् न त लाइक अब यु नो हाउ गभर्मेन्ट वर्क्स इन नेपाल इट टेक्स 6 months to a year for certification. I was like, you know what? हुन्छ जति टाइम लाए पनि हामी गर्छौँ भनेर हामीले चाहिँ त्यस्तो गर्यो सो पिरियड प्यान्टिज अहिले होल्डमा छ अफकोर्स आई क्यानट डिस्ट्रिब्युट इट विदाउट सर्टिफिकेसन बट वी हेभ बिन टकिङ अबाउट मेन्सुरेसन अ लट होइन वी हेभ बिन टकिङ टु यङ गर्ल्स वी हेभ बिन टकिङ टु ट्रान्स मेन एज वेल सो मेन्सुरेसनमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने पिपल ओन्ली रिलेटेड टु वुमेन के वेन एभर यु थिङ्क अबाउट मेन्सुरेसन राइट बट LGBTQI प्लस कम्युनिटीमा पनि मान्छेहरू दे ब्लिड सो वी हेभ टु एड्रेस देम एज मेन्सुरेटर्स के यु क्यानट ओन्ली कनेक्ट वुमेन एन्ड मेन्सुरेसन यो चाहिँ बुझ्नुपर्छ हामीले
Yeah, I like the term menstruators. Okay, yeah. You put Sophiya Bhujel, but I say only women bleed. But then she's like, no, Nagma di. Menstruators is the right term to address people who bleed. So this menstruators much even trans men also fall in that category. All the women fall in that category. Whoever bleeds monthly.
Interesting. मलाई यो कुरा थाहा थिएन होइन रिसेन्टली मैले 5वटा एपिसोड गरेको थिएँ कि होइन कार्यक्रमको नाम नजर थियो AP1 HDमा अनि obviously it was a humongous learning curve for me as well होइन डाइरेक्टर अमन दाइ आउनु भएको थियो अनि त्यसपछि ल यो कार्यक्रम गर्दैछ तैँले गर्नुपर्छ भन्नु स्योर वाइ नट होइन किनभने वी ह्याड फ्रेन्ड्स फ्रम द क्वेयर कम्युनिटी कमिङ ओभर होइन पिटर I believe भूमिकाजी आउनु भएको थियो होइन अनि त्यसपछि स्योर वाइ नट भनेर कुरा भएको थियो लर्निङ कर्भ इट वाज अ ह्युमङ्गस लर्निङ कर्भ फर मी एज वेल के कम ब्याक टु द पोइन्ट 10% अफ द पपुलेसन अफ द प्लानेट होइन सम हाउ हुन्छ नि होइन इज विदिन द क्वेयर कम्युनिटी के हुन्छ नि होइन फल्स 10% भन्ने कन्भर्सेसन थियो कि सो इट्स अ बिग नम्बर एन्ड वाट यु जस्ट सेड तिमीले भने जस्तै obviously what you're doing is definitely going to go ahead and help the queer community as well. I believe so.
Of course.
I know. Coming back to the point, so अलिकति डिटेलमा भन न सो प्रोजेक्ट रेडमा चाहिँ सो यु वान्टेड टु गो ahead and did you create all this in Nepal? नेपालमै बनाएको? Okay. Could you elaborate on that?
हामीले चाहिँ नेपालमै बनाउन सुरु गर्यो होइन सो हामीले चाहिँ प्रोजेक्ट फेज 1, फेज 2, फेज 3 भनेर सेपरेट गरेछौँ कि हामीले सर्टिफिकेसन छैन भनेर थाहा पायो नि त त्यहाँ अफिसमा गएर सो फेज 1मा चाहिँ वी आर गन टक टु पिपल बिकज वी हेभ अलवेज बिलिभ द्याट चेन्ज स्टार्ट फ्रम कन्भर्सेसन अघिहरूले भन्नुभएको जस्तै प्रचण्डजी यहाँ आउनुभयो अनि भन्नुभयो कि देशलाई विकास गर्ने हो सुरुवात त त्यसले नै हुन्छ नि त बोलेर हुन्छ नि त सुरुवात सो हामी चाहिँ अवेर गर्ने फर्स्टमा होइन अनि सेकेन्डमा चाहिँ हामी डिस्कस गर्ने कि प्यानल डिस्कसन वी टक टु पिपल डिस्कसहरू गरेर भिडियोहरू राख्ने सर्ट भिडियोजहरू बनाउने अनि थर्डमा चाहिँ वी डिस्ट्रिब्युट पिरियड प्यान्टिज बिकज आई डोन्ट नो इफ यु नो दिस बट 1 in 10 girls miss school because of menstruation in Nepal. Yeah.
1 in 10?
Yeah.
Across Nepal? Okay.
So that blew my mind. Okay, we have to do something about this.
Yeah.
And mindset पनि चेन्ज गर्नु पर्यो मेरो पेरेन्ट्सको माइन्डसेट चेन्ज हुन्छ भने मैले गर्न सक्छु भने अरूको पेरेन्ट्सहरूको पनि माइन्डसेट चेन्ज गर्न सकिन्छ कि होइन खालि आई थिङ्क द प्रब्लम इज द्याट केटीहरूलाई थाहा छ यस्तो हो डिग्निफाइड मेन्सुरेसन भनेर यस्तो हो हामीले यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ त्यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ होइन तर उहाँहरूले बोल्न सक्नु हुँदैन कि यु नो मेन्सुरेटर्स लाइक इभन ट्रान्स मेन दे क्यानट रियली स्पिक इट आउट मेबी दे निड अ प्लेटफर्म and Project Red is a platform. I always say this is not my project. This is all of our project. And this will bring change. Through Project Red, we want free sanitary products in Nepal.
Across Nepal?
Yeah, across Nepal, of course.
Let's make it happen.
Of course.
Majority of the things we talk here happens, apparently.
It's proven.
Yes.
It has happened.
Slowly but surely.
I don't need to say what has happened. It has happened. Let's make it happen. Key science is like, I want to get deeper into this. What do you think we need to provide free sanitary pads across Nepal in the coming years?
अब यसमा चाहिँ गभर्मेन्टको ठुलो हात हुन्छ Of course, the government has to support this project, not only because it's mine. It's not only for me.
It's relatable to everybody.
Everyone. It's for everyone. Government को साथ त चाहिन्छ नै चाहिन्छ. अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ अब प्याड बनाउने मान्छेहरूले पनि हुन्छ नि, why will they give free sanitary products भन्ने हुन्छ नि त. होइन, of course business हो.
It's a big business.
त्यही त,
multi-billion, $trillion business होला नि.
I know, but what they have to understand is मेरो रिसर्चको अनुसार चाहिँ केन्यामा चाहिँ free sanitary products distribution हुन्छ के. But there are girls who suicided because they didn't know about what menstruation was. त्यो आत्तिर के. First time menstruation हुन्छ, कसैले भन्दैन नि त के हो menstruation. I was lucky my sister was there. She told me. But what if my sister was not there?
Yeah.
My mom never spoke to me about it. My dad never spoke to me about it. म आफै आत्तिन्थ्यो होला कि. Like के हो, like why am I bleeding त्यस्तो भनेर. Free sanitary products भएको देशमा त मान्छेहरूले सुसाइड गरिरहेछ भने think नेपालमा के हुन्छ कि. Like Nepalma people use dirty clothes because they don't have money to buy sanitary products.
Yeah. How much does a sanitary pad cost? The bare minimum?
अब it depends on the quality है. मैले चाहिँ किनेको कमसेकम 100 रुपियाँ त परेको छ. अब त्यो भन्दा cheap चाहिँ I don't know.
अब a single piece भनेर हुँदैन, it's a packet that you have to buy. So 60, 70 rupees, it goes up to 100 something rupees, depends.
X, you're a favor गर्न न मलाई. नेपालमा बनेको sanitary pad को नाम थाहा छ? नेपालमै बनेको?
Pad Deluxe.
Okay.
That's Nepal.
X, Google this. The pad.
Pad Deluxe.
Deluxe.
I'm not sure कति हो. तर त्यस्तो cheap चाहिँ छैन. Because people earn 100 रुपियाँ दिनको हो. There are people who earn 100 रुपियाँ दिनको. How can they like earn 100 रुपियाँ and spend 100 रुपियाँ padमा?
I know, of course, totally understandable. Totally understandable. What I'm trying to understand is त्यो एउटा सिनेमै आएको थियो नि इन्डियामा के अरे Padman हैन. I remember watching that cinema. हैन हाम्रोमा कति पैसा चाहिँ पर्दो रहेछ एकपल्ट उ गरेर त अनुमान गरेर त हैन. If you want government to do something, of course it has to be subsidized. It has to be available to everybody हैन. यो के दराजमा हेर्यो. Ladies, help me out.
It's 100, 210. There's 60 rupees as well.
But that's pad.
Sanitary pads, 6 pads only.
Okay, so 10 रुपियाँ. So एउटाको 10 रुपियाँ.
तर छुट्टै किन्न मिल्दैन नि त.
I know, just you cannot buy separate.
हैन बुझेँ मैले. हैन so 60 रुपियाँ भने चाहिँ एउटाको 10 रुपियाँ बनायो भने चाहिँ एक हिसाबले हैन. Okay, so that needs to be subsidized by the government so that we can make sure that everybody gets it. हैन कोही दार्चुलामा बसिरहेछ भने त्यो अवेलेबल हुनु पर्यो हैन. कोही अर्को साइडमा बसिरहेछ भने त्यो अवेलेबल हुनु देशैभरि अवेलेबल हुनु पर्यो. And you want it hopefully to be FOC, free of cost.
Of course.
Across the country. हैन हाम्रोमा स्पेसिफिकली अलिकति डिग डिपर गरेर त एक्स यही कन्भर्सेसनलाई. सो यो चाहिँ नेपालमा बनेको. Very interesting.
There are others as well.
नेपालमा बनेको अरु चाहिँ I don't know, but I have used Pad Deluxe, so I know.
You know that.
Yeah.
I see.
But it's good. तर यस्तो पनि हो कि अब 10 रुपियाँमै छुट्टै किने पनि 4 hours हो नि त.
4 hours. You'll need more than 6 pads for almost 5-6 days of bleeding.
6 hours भन्दा धेरै त कुनै पनि period products लाउनु नै हुँदैन.
Okay.
It's risky.
अनि त्यही सोफियाले भनेकोमै
Go to the mic.
Sorry, Sophia.
No, sorry. Pull the mic towards you.
Okay.
Sophia,
is this my first time here? So, pad ko kurama, because most of them cannot afford it.
Exactly.
They tend to use cloth, you know, and cloth use gareko mapani. There has been many instances where it has been risky and health issues are bhayeko cha. Asti bharkhari we spoke to Dr. Anjana from Dhulikhel Hospital. So we had a panel discussion there, and she was giving us a scenario. Okay, scenario banane euta bhayekai situation where the lady let's say pura ghamma sukaunu bhayecha cloth after using it. And त्यसमा probably a fly must have come and it laid eggs or whatever, you know. This was she again. You wear that, Nita. I know you. It's a reusable cloth basically, and this, but she got infection.
जियो सिरिङ भएको थियो कि मैले त्यो सुन्दाखेरि
so यो त एउटा मात्र story हो कि there has been so many instances where they get sick and all because of के भन्छ त्यसलाई not a perfect sanitary
unhygienic
there you go unhygienic products haru cloth haru so that needs to be stopped as well so usko project ko through bata chai hami pani through Miss Universe Nepal we are just supporting her we are just supporting patro matre tara I can see that she's so passionate about it and from our side as well we are trying our best to assist her in this project ra aile chai Sophiya le bhaneko jastै there are 3 phases that we are targeting. Phase 1 ma chai obviously conversations. We want to get this out, and phase 2 end of phase 1 say is more of going in panel discussions, going maybe interviews like this and talking about it. And also in that particular phase we also want to talk about getting sanitary products for free for everybody. It might take time for sure. There are only maybe 2 countries that has free sanitary products for everyone. And Nepal could be the 3rd one or maybe
it has to be
the अस्ति भर्खर पनि there was tax एकदमै high गरेको थियो for sanitary products so यस्तो गाह्रो छ we cannot just target to Kathmandu or major cities ko menstruators there are so many menstruators who menstruate so the government we need to think of that as well because Sanjay in the long run we always say that देशलाई विकास गर्नु पर्यो देशलाई विकास गर्नु पर्यो but if 1 out of 10 girls are missing the school कसरी विकास हुन्छ because you need to have a education the girls need to also give equal input in the Bikash process right if girls are missing the school if girls are still considered untouchable till date then how can we go ahead हाम्रो त mentality I think we are untouchable I think we are not capable of doing this one even in my home I used to sit on the floor and eat all the time this but I don't go to mandir but Astina I really found it so fascinating when you asked us the Philippines she was like Ani do you guys go to church when you menstruate and then of course we go to churches it doesn't matter it's like ठिक छ भान्सासम्म गए ठिक छ तर भान्साको चुलो छुनु हुँदैन you cannot go to the mandir you cannot do this you cannot do that you're like untouchable भनेर भन्छ कि नछुने भन्छ नि त अनि I don't like this शब्द नै कि किन नछुने हुन्छ नि so there अनि यस्तो कुराले पनि it kind of directly indirectly affects girls को mentality कि you get it
of course
so देशलाई डेभलपै गर्ने हो भने चाहिँ the men and the women should work together and they should get equal opportunities भनेर भन्छौँ नि so let's talk about menstruation को aspect मा नि भनेर चाहिँ so यस्तो कुराहरू पनि हामी चाहिँ निकालिरहेछौँ डिस्कस गरिरहेछौँ so
कुरा गरेन भने त अगाडि बढ्दै बढ्दैन नि सो अहिलेको लागि इन द कमिङ इयर्स देशैभरि चाहिँ एटलिस्ट मैले बुझे अनुसार चाहिँ प्याड चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ प्रोभाइड गर्न सक्यौँ भने म त्यसैमा आउँछ या त बेयर मिनिमम कस्ट होइन यो पनि धेरै नै भयो होइन अथवा फ्री होइन फ्री भयो त झनै राम्रो होइन कुन देशले गरेर रहेछ थाहा छ इन्फर्मेसन आयो केन्या र अर्को कुन देश रहेछ हेर्नु न यस्तो कुराहरू त भन्नुपर्छ सबैजनालाई कतिजनालाई थाहा छैन होला मलाई थाहा छैन न्युजिल्यान्ड इज गड ड्याम इट वान अफ दि बेस्ट कन्ट्रिज इन द प्लानेट होइन बिकज अभियसली आई टक अबाउट नो स्मोकिङ होइन एन्ड स्टार्टिङ त्यही हुन्छ नि स्कटल्यान्ड इज द फर्स्ट कन्ट्री टु अफर पिरियड प्रोडक्ट्स फ्री अफ चार्ज अन अ नेसनल स्केल होइन others include New Zealand and Kenya distribute products for free in public schools. Okay, at least in public schools होइन ओके त्यो US को छोडा होइन पब्लिक स्कुलमा चाहिँ न्युजिल्यान्ड र केन्याले चाहिँ फ्रीमा प्रोभाइड गर्दो रहेछ भनेपछि स्कटल्यान्डमा चाहिँ आई बिलिभ ओभरअलै फ्री नै होला होइन न्युजिल्यान्ड जस्ट पास दिस न्यू ल the smoking law हेर त न्युजिल्यान्डको होइन जहाँ चाहिँ the kids cannot buy cigarettes. If we just go ahead and do that, यो नेसनल बिल्डिङकै कुरामा होइन मैले यहाँ भने पनि थिएँ होइन कतिचोटि होइन अब जो हुनुहुन्छ होइन जसले देश एकदम अब हाँक्छु नै हामी भनेर लागि पर्नु भएको छ काहीँ त सुरु गर्नुहोस् किनभने भोलि गएर त्यो बच्चाहरूले होइन न्युजिल्यान्ड on Tuesday passed into a law, unique plan to phase out tobacco smoking. by imposing a lifetime ban on young people buying cigarettes. Lifetime. Okay? There's no who into it. So obviously, like you guys talk about this, I talk about no smoking. It's been a long time. I quit. No, this is fantastic, man. Guys, best of luck for this. I definitely, Sophiya especially, best of luck for this.
change को कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ म अर्को एउटा कुरा भन्छु अब मेरै एक्सपिरियन्स त्यो होटलमा म जुन थिएँ त्यो चाहिँ 5-star होटल थियो हैन
कता
I don't want to take
नेपाल कि विदेश
नेपाल of course change कै कुरा गर्नु पर्दा चाहिँ म I saw my menstruation, then I went to the reception and I was like, can you guys give me a pad? They didn't have pads. And they didn't even make effort. Like, should we go and buy pads or do something for you? Hotel राख्नु पर्यो नि त हैन women's story मा त राख्नु पर्यो pads because it's not a choice.
Yeah.
We can menstruate anywhere, anytime. Especially 5-star hotels, come on.
I think some of the 5-star hotels or hotels in general, they do have it. But unfortunately, the one you were at didn't have it, I know. And even the restaurants, some restaurants do keep it. But it's their own initiation. Okay? It's not like delegated by the government saying that, hey, you got to put this in any monitor. So it's their own.
तर washroom यतिकै हाल्दिनुपर्छ कि because you never know, I know.
Yeah, some do, but yeah, अझ पनि छैन यता चाहिँ.
मैले कसको स्टोरीमा जमानामा देखाए जस्तो लाग्छ सम रेस्टुरेन्ट I can't remember कसको स्टोरीमा देखाएको थियो कि लाइक ग्रेट जब बाई दिस रेस्टुरेन्ट भनेर चाहिँ कसैले राखेको जस्तो लाग्छ
पहिला एकचोटि पहिला I don't remember
कुनै कुनै ठाउँमा चाहिँ you have to buy the sanitary pad you have this vending box place
त्यो कोइन हालेर
नेपालमै I've seen that as well but that's all आफ्नै personal initiations from companies and organizations also. And you should also touch on a little bit about maybe this ongoing Chaupadi because you also talk a lot about Chaupadi Pratha.
Sure.
Of course. Go for it. So it was banned in 2005. We all know that, but it still goes on. Okay, I was talking to one organization, like I reached out to them. I wanted to have more conversations about this. अनि बोल्दै जाँदाखेरि उहाँहरू चाहिँ गाउँ-गाउँमा जानुहुन्छ के छौपडीहरू लाइक भत्काउनुहुन्छ एन्ड अल हैन अनि मान्छेलाई सिकाउन खोज्नुहुन्छ अनि एकचोटि चाहिँ के भयो रे छौपडी भत्काउनु भयो तर त्यही साइडमा एउटा बोजू बसिराख्नु भएको थियो रे के अनि उहाँले चाहिँ के भन्नुभयो भने यो मान्छेहरूले कस्तो होला छौपडी भत्काउनु भयो अब फेरि हाम्रो पैसा खर्च हुन्छ फेरि बनाउनु पर्छ हामीले रे त्यस्तो बुझाउँदा पनि नबुझ्ने खालको मान्छेहरू हुनुहुन्छ कि अनि मेरो क्वेसन चाहिँ के हो भने युट्युबमा त्यत्रो भिडियोहरू छ हैन लाइक ठुलो संस्थाहरूले गर्नुभएछ भिडियोहरू बनाउनु भएछ तर सबै इङ्ग्लिसमा छ के नो नेपाली सबटाइटल नथिङ अनि मैले भनेको चाहिँ यो भिडियोहरू त गाउँमा पुग्नुपर्ने हो नि त अनि गाउँको मान्छेहरूले इङ्ग्लिस बुझ्नुहुन्छ लाइक युट्युब हेर्नुहुन्छ हेर्नु त हुन्न नि त नट एभ्री वान क्यान वाच राइट अनि नेपालीमा बनाउनु पर्यो यो भिडियो त्यहाँसम्म पुर्याउनु पर्यो नि त हामी काठमाडौँको मान्छेले मात्रै हेरेर त हुँदैन नि त हामीले बोलेर मात्रै त चेन्ज आउँदैन नि गर्नु पर्यो नि गर्न सक्नु पर्ने काम त भनेर के सो त्यो चाहिँ मलाई अलिकति कस्तो लागेको थियो लाइक सबै भिडियोहरू इङ्ग्लिसमा होइन बरु इङ्ग्लिस सबटाइटल हालिदिने अरू ल्याङ्ग्वेजको सबटाइटल हालिदिने तर नेपालमा चेन्ज ल्याउनुपर्छ भने चाहिँ नेपाली नै बोलेर नेपालकै मान्छेहरूसँग इङ्गेज गरेर त्यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ कि
तिमीले अघि नै भनेको कुरामा होइन म झट्ट आई वाज जस्ट थिङ्किङ अबाउट इट के होइन एउटा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कुरा के गर्न सकिन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ होइन अफकोर्स Mir Balan is a very good friend of the podcast. काठमाडौँमा चाहिँ होइन एटलिस्ट काठमाडौँ सहरमा चाहिँ कतैबाट सुरु त गर्न सकिन्छ नि त होइन रेस्टुरेन्ट्स कर्पोरेट हाउसेस आइम स्योर कति कर्पोरेट हाउसेसले गर्छ पनि होला होइन स्पेसिफिक पोइन्ट्सहरूमा चाहिँ होइन सेनिटरी प्याड्सलाई चाहिँ एक हिसाबले चाहिँ हुन्छ नि सब्सिडाइज गर्न सक्यो भने काठमाडौँमा मात्र that leadership can do it because that leadership is still slightly easy to access, I believe. I'm sure. Have you guys met Mir Balan and the entire team? Petkat Bassett?
Not really. I haven't met him, but I met him in a program where I was a judge just for a short while.
So, it would be a very interesting thing once you come back. If you want to, I hope you do. Carry forward with it. Then you should definitely go out and give it a shot, at least in Kathmandu or Lalitpur or Bhaktapur, or all three. all together. And त्यो गर्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ अलिकति fast track हुन्छ कि जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. I don't know what do you guys think of this idea.
Of course.
It has to start somewhere. And
we need to connect to government officials. अघि मैले भने जस्तै गभर्नमेन्टको सपोर्ट त चाहिहाल्यो नि.
Of course. But yeah, I think Balenji is more open to, ideas and making Kathmandu a better city. So I'm sure he'll be excited, hopefully.
No.
Implement this.
No. I'm sure he's going to be. He recently wrote something. I definitely want to share that with everybody. Open Mayor Balenko social media, Facebook. You will write it. He will talk about it, and I'm sure he's definitely going to support this as well. I believe so. And so we'll try to see what we can do on that aspect as well. He's a सही हिजोको सही एउटा स्टेटस लिएको राजा फर्काउँ भन्ने राजा चाहिन्न भन्ने र राजा मार्छु भन्ने तिनटै सरकारमा हामी प्रजा सधैँ शास्तिमा भनेर चाहिँ उहाँले लेखाएको थियो होइन हिजो हेर्दै थिएँ मैले वी सुड डेफिनेटली फोन नम्बर होइन एउटा अलिकति यता जाउँ त अलिकति यता साइडमा जाउँ त त्यही गयो सिधै फोन नम्बर छ वेबसाइट छ इमेल छ सबै थोक छ होइन so you can definitely go ahead and get in touch with him. Anybody wants to do anything in Kathmandu at least, you can directly call him, text him, email him. त्यो एउटा access चाहिँ काठमाडौँमा चाहिँ त्यो क्लियर कट एक्सेस छ कि अनि अरू पनि साथीहरूले चाहिँ आई बिलिभ कसको देख्दै थिएँ मैले के अरे हाम्रो माननीयजी सांसद रवि लामिछानेको देखिरहेको थिएँ के अरे मैले फोन नम्बरै दिएर चाहिँ होइन क्रिस्टल कट के अरे ऊ गर्नुहोस् भनेर पनि देखाएको थिएँ मैले एनिवेज लेट्स कम ब्याक टु कम ब्याक होइन सोफिया how big role did dad play in your life? I was reading up a few things. Would you share?
He played a major role, of course. Because म र मेरो सिस्टर मात्रै हो दुईजना दिदी बहिनी अब नेपालमा त थाहा छ नि त कति प्रायोरिटी दिन्छ छोराहरूलाई छोरा हुनुपर्छ भनेर मेरो ग्रान्ड मम नि हाम्रै अगाडि भन्नुहुन्थ्यो छोरा त पाउनुपर्छ छोरा त पाउनु छोराले हेर्छ भनेर होइन But my dad and mom, they're always like मेरो छोरीहरू नै हो छोरा. He played a major role. He gave us the best education. He never made us feel less.
Yeah.
I think that's where the confidence comes from. And my never giving up attitude, it comes from my dad. He's the most hardworking man I've ever come across. Farmer ko chora. Aile je cha hamro, all self-made. I look up to him. He's my role model.
Of course. I was reading up on it, होइन अनि कतै तिमीले भनेको जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई होइन जहाँ चाहिँ घरमा the biggest support. Dad was always supporting you on majority of the things that you did, especially when it comes to like pageants as well.
Of course.
होइन how did that play out?
Played out well, I would say. Miss Universe जाँदा Miss Universe Nepal जाँदा मैले कसैले भनेको छैन कि यो कुरा मैले घरमा भनेकै थिएन.
And no one was present, by the way. Miss Universe finals. Where are your family? I didn't.
No, they wanted to come, but I told I know घरमै बसेको थिएँ न because त्यो हिँड्दाखेरि देख्छ नि त. And I didn't want to be like त्यो हुन्छ नि एउटा एकदमै
देख्छ नि त भन्नाले
like I thought about the worst case. What if I don't win? You know, like how are they gonna feel? But मैले मिस युनिभर्स नेपाल जाँदा भनेको थिइनँ जाने दिनमा भनेको कि मैले ल है म मिस युनिभर्स नेपाल जाँदैछु भनेर. But the amount of support I got from my parents, oh my god, I'm like lucky, I'm blessed to
That's
have
really nice,
a
actually.
family like that. In everything, they kept calling me and saying, "Do you want anything? Like, how do we vote? This, that." I never tell people. I tell people like, "एकचोटि के मलाई vote गर्नु है भनेर." But I never force. I could see girls calling and telling like, "vote गर्नु है भनेर भनिराख्ने के म चाहिँ त्यस्तो गर्दिनँ के because I don't like forcing people. एकचोटि भन्ने हो if they do it with their heart.
Polite reminders दिने हो.
तर म त्यस्तो force चाहिँ गर्दिनँ. तर my sister has been my biggest supporter in my journey. My Binaju, he is so nice. I always tell my sister, you got lucky. He's so nice. He is more of a brother to me.
Nice. No, how does Miss Universe work, the voting thing?
Miss Universe, they've already started the voting, ID. एउटा vote चाहिँ free हुन्छ Miss Universe मा, and the other votes say you can pay and vote for your favorite delegate or for your country. So we've been steadily sending out messages to the public saying vote for Sophiya Bhanera. But it's all US बाट payment or बाहिरबाट payment गर्नुपर्ने. So we actually introduced a platform in Khalti as well, Khalti app मा. So Khalti app मा पनि whatever you vote for Sophiya goes to Miss Universe directly. So Khalti मा पनि गर्न मिल्छ, Miss Universe मा पनि गर्न मिल्छ. तर at least Miss Universe को एउटा free vote चाहिँ utilize गरिदिनु भनेर भन्छु म चाहिँ. If you don't
voting
want
मा त हामी खतरा छौँ नि त फेरि हैन.
That's what I would like to believe.
But also shout out to Khalti for always being there, always supporting Miss Universe Nepal.
Absolutely. They ease out the process, I would say. Because कति धेरै complaints आइरहेको थियो. How can we vote in Miss Universe को app? We don't have dollar cards or whatever. So we kind of collaborated with Khalti, and then we have a platform to vote via Nepal.
That's awesome, man. I'm still waiting for a call back from Khalti, so I don't know where Khalti people are right now. I hope they call me back.
Call Sanjay.
I hope they call me back, and otherwise it's cool too. Coming back to the point, voting in a sense.
के हुन्छ voting?
Like okay, मैले किन यो सोधिरहे भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हैन, obviously we always jump into like of course नेपालमा नि Miss Universe Nepal गर्दाखेरि पनि there was always voting को conversation. A lot of some people.
Because I openly spoke about it, unlike other competitions, and voting was a part of it, so I spoke about it. But people just pinpointed voting and it's all about voting, but it's just one portion of the competition. But
so कति percent चाहिँ voting बाट चाहिँ
so
winner
Miss
decide हुन्छ?
Universe मा whoever wins the voting round gets a direct placement in the semifinals. That is either top 16 or top 21. So यसपालि पनि whoever wins will get a direct placement. त्यसपछि voting stops. So it's the same in Miss Universe Nepal as well. Once you reach to a certain level, voting stops, and it all depends on your stage performance and your judges' scores. So as a Miss Universe franchisee in Nepal, we tend to follow similar format of Miss Universe. So it's quite similar. So Sophiya ko pani अहिले चलिरहेको voting, it will just help her to get to the either top 16, top 21 कति गर्नुहुन्छ यसपालि. And त्यसपछि it all depends on her performance on the final stage and the judges' score.
How many people are there in Miss Universe this time around?
This time 85 plus countries are competing.
85 countries.
Yes. 85 plus. Hi. My year was even more, 94, okay? 95.
You went on 2017,
17, yes. You were the one to announce. Nagma.
कतिवटा countries त्यतिखेर?
Mine was 94, I believe. 94, yes. 3 debutants, including myself, Nepal, Laos, and Cambodia. So हामी चाहिँ first time compete गरेको countries are.
Very interesting. Who owns Miss Universe again? You were telling me?
Now there's a new owner, Anne from Thailand. She's a transgender woman. I got an opportunity to meet her recently in my Bangkok visit. She's an amazing woman. The minute I met her, she was like, "How is your candidate doing?" And she's preparing really hard. And she's like, I say Miss Universe money, they're really prioritizing the social impact projects. So I did speak to her a little bit about Project Red as well. She was really impressed, and she's really eager to hear more about Project Red in the international stage. But I'm so glad and amazed. First ma news here that पहिलादेखि नै Miss Universe चाहिँ I think they're going to sell भन्ने खालको न्युजहरू आइरहेको थियो, and I was secretly hoping
from Trump?
Trumpले sell गरेर त IMG WME सँग थियो. They ran it for almost few years, I know.
Yeah,
so that's her.
Yeah.
Transgender business movement buys Miss Universe pageant for 20 million. Okay.
Yes. And just yesterday, I was going through her story, and it's inspiring. She's had a really challenging journey from being a man transitioning to being a woman. She had her sex reassignment surgery back in 2018. At a very young age, she owned a public company, and then I think about 39 when she became a billionaire. Then at the age of 40, she had 2 kids. They surrogacy batter. So before her transition, she used her own sperm to have the babies with a surrogate mother. So usko journey, it's so inspiring, and I'm so happy as a licensee, as a franchise holder from Nepal, we feel so proud to see her owning a Miss Universe.
Of course.
I've been a Miss Universe fan forever, and it's always nice to see Miss Universe going to the right hand. And I really am looking forward to her era, how she, changes the whole Miss Universe.
Trump was the...
Trump actually left in the year 2014, I think.
Hey, okay, when he became the...
When presidential he left Miss Universe. So now Anne owns it, and it's her first year.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Since we're in this topic, Miss America is...
USK. Miss USA, Miss America, Miss USA also owns by Miss Universe organization.
Fair enough. I believe Miss America is transgender as well, if I'm not missing. Miss
America?
Miss America.
Let's take a look.
No. She's the current owner of Miss Universe, Miss USA, Miss Teen USA. X. No. Google this. The Miss America 2022. Got it? Just do it right here. Miss America 2022.
Miss America.
मैले कता पढाए जस्तो लाग्थ्यो अब कसकोमा no X go back no.
You heard that Miss America was a transgender?
I heard that. I don't know if this is true or not.
Familiar with that news, but
I think I'm wrong. X open
2022
that. I know बुझे मैले. Just open this now. Wikipedia खोला.
Miss America and transgender maybe.
Oh yeah, just do that. Miss America transgender भनेर गर्दा चाहिँ पनि Nagma is helping me out. Just do that.
2022?
Yes, sir.
2022.
Brian, there you go.
Yes.
Brian.
Oh, that's Miss
sorry.
Greater.
Miss.
This is a different one.
This is a different one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. But I was reading somewhat. This had popped up. Okay. All right.
So अर्को एउटा कुरा एड गरिहाल्नु न त. From next year, Miss Universe, Miss Universe Nepalमा, married women, divorced women, pregnant women, everyone is allowed to participate.
Elaborate.
It's a big news, ladies and gentlemen. So from next year, when we open applications, it's not just for unmarried women, but it's also going to be open for married women.
Okay.
Women with kids, women who are separated, divorced, women who are pregnant as well. So, but
transgender women.
Transgender, the suruko year dekhi I implemented that, and that will continue forever as long as I have it. And so age say 28 samai tha. 28 banda muniko jo ichuk hununcha, you guys can compete for Miss Universe Nepal from next year, and you can compete in Miss Universe as well if you win.
That's great.
Wow, very interesting.
I know, right?
Wow, good for you, Nagma. Good on you, man. Good on you.
I'm really excited. I don't know what to expect, but I'm just so excited to, see what we get. And I've already been getting a lot of inquiries by married women. Oh my God, I wanted to compete, but I got married at a young age. Now I can again, dream of coming back to Miss Universe Nepal.
So 28 is the threshold.
28 is the threshold, but I'm hoping they increase the age criteria a little bit. Let's see, not this year.
I think eventually they will.
I hope so.
Yeah.
What goes in your mind, Nagma? तिमी भर्खरै कस्तो इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कुरा गरे के भर्खरै हुन्छ नि हैन till the time I have it.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that this happens.
Under my leadership, I'll always make it happen. All of this inclusive rules, inclusivity in terms of getting contestants. Why I'm saying this is you never know about the future. And even with franchises like Miss Universe or other franchises, it keeps, if you see the history, koisanga huncha for a certain period of time, and then again it moves on to another one. But I would love to run it my whole life. So hence I used that sentence. But I do aim to run it forever, obviously, Miss Universe, and take it to next level in Nepal, and also to win Miss Universe has always been the goal behind me acquiring the franchise. So until and unless I reach that goal and keep getting Miss Universe crowns for Nepal, I want to continue doing this.
When do you think it's going to happen? This year around?
I really have a strong feeling, to be very honest. I've seen Sophiya grow so much. I've known her since 2019, I believe. I was the one to send her for a modeling competition in the Philippines. I just loved her face features and her height and everything. It kind of went well with what the modeling contest was asking for. So I had sent her Tetikhera, and Tetikhera ko Sophiya, Aile ko Sophiya is like a changed person, changed in a better way. Like she also mentioned that speaking ma alikati hesitation huन्थ्यो होला. Aile she nails all the interviews. Asti bharkhare Miss Universe ko ni group conversation bhayeko थियो live ma. And not because she's a delegate from our country, but she actually stood out. And it's just not me saying it, but there were so many comments and people are, oh, Nepal is such an amazing speaker, Banara. And I know that this girl is hardworking. I always love to have hardworking winners or contestants in general. It's always easier for us organizers to also work together. She is consistent, she's dedicated, and the best thing is she's focused. She knows where she's heading and she knows what she wants out of this, Manada. So that's why I have a very strong feeling about Sophiya, Nepal this year. And I just hope that we could get the crown, Nepal.
Good, man. Yeah. Good. How far has somebody reached?
So far, in 2018, Manita was in the top 10, Nepalko. Despachi, we've not had placements so far. But it's just been about 5 years that we have been sending delegates. So we are a very young country in Miss Universe. But let's see what happens this year.
I'll jump in and talk about Miss World as well. And if that's okay, how far have we reached, Nagma? Just going back in history.
Miss World, top 12.
Top 12.
Okay. Miss World Mani, I think there has been consistent placement by Nepali delegates, and I really hope to see a winner very soon, maybe this year as well. I really love this year's delegate too. I met her and she was very, she was good. She speaks well, she's smart, and I think Nepal has always been sending really good delegates internationally. It's because Nepal is a poor country, that's why you don't win.
Is it, how big of a reason is that? Poor, we are the 49th largest country in the planet right now. And a 49th number, number 49. So I'm sure that's going to matter too. But at the end of the day, is it the GDP or what is it? What do you think it is?
मलाई जहिले पनि यो प्रश्न चाहिँ सोधिएकै छ जहिले पनि नेपाल पोर कन्ट्री भएर यस्तो भएको हो भनेर but it's just in the mentality Sanjay.
Exactly.
I know it's just in the mentality के because मैले Miss Universe नेपालमा ल्याउँदाखेरि पनि सबैले मलाई it's a poor country you cannot do it भनेर भन्थे.
सबै भनेको हाम्रो देशको मान्छेहरु okay.
Majority people whoever I spoke to नेपालमा गरौँ न लिएर आउँ न मलाई एकदम इच्छा छ जानु भनेर पहिला 2015-14 को कुरा. People would say Nepal is a poor country and we cannot afford Miss Universe. But it is possible, right? So it's all in the mentality. And your international competitions is because poor country that's untrue. Because there are so many countries who've won regardless of their GDP.
Exactly.
GDP numbers. Yeah. And what I think is Nepal, we are very young at Miss Universe, but we've been sending delegates to other competitions like Miss World, Miss Earth, Miss International for the longest time. And Nepal, if you really want your delegate to place, it cannot just be an organization representing and the representative delegate. Okay? It has to be the entire country. Regardless of your GDP, if the whole country comes together and says, hey, you know what, we're supporting her and we want her to win, Manira, you can. For instance, Philippines is a third world country as well, like us. But they've escalated the whole beauty pageant scenario, the Philippines, they started placing from the year 2011, Despachi, consistent placement, and 2015 they won. 2018 they won again. So the entire country was together. Not just pageant fans, not just the organizers, not just delegate family and friends, but the government as well. But organizations, companies, everybody came together. And imagine what happens, Sanjay, if we win a Miss Universe crown in Nepal. The direct impact is for us. Tourism impact हुन्छ हाम्रो अरू इन्डस्ट्रिजहरुमा impact हुन्छ. So we need to think on a larger scale. So Nepalमा पनि we cannot say it's a poor country, that is why we are not getting placement. We are rich in so many things. Like you said, we are rich in voting. We're so good in coming together and actually pushing a delegate नि त. So त्यो कुरालाई चाहिँ हामीले, these are our strengths and we need to utilize those strengths, I think.
No doubt on that. No shadow of a doubt on that.
I completely disagree with the fact that it's because of the GDP you're not getting placed or you're not getting you're not being the winner. If there's a support system, not just from Nepal but Nepalese all around the world, imagine what happens.
No doubt on
that really matters. So I really hope everybody supports.
You explained
Miss
it
Universe.
beautifully.
No doubt on that.
So true.
We're talking about this. World Cup soccer, and we were talking about the same thing as well. Obviously, I had a few friends who were analyzers of the football scene. Of course, as an all, in the coming years, I'm even the हाम्रो देशले the cheer गर्न पाउँछ होला नि त as an all, but definitely that's going to happen too. But in this scenario, we've already been doing pageants for such a long time that I believe we're far ahead. अगाडि नै छौँ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ हैन अब in time obviously हैन. I wanted to touch base on this Nepal born British gentleman Dipendra Gurung,
yes, he Miss World.
He is, I believe, exactly
majority
shareholder. I know you were telling me as well. I know. Good on him. You talked with him?
Yes, I congratulated him, and it's such a proud moment for all of us. A Nepali owning a Miss World competition is big. It's a huge news in itself, but then it's a moment of pride as well for all of us. I did talk to him. I congratulated on him acquiring Miss World, and Miss World has been Miss Universe पनि 71st हुँदैछ, Miss World पनि 71st हुँदैछ. So उत्तिकै लामो समयदेखि चलिरहेको कम्पिटिसन हैन. अनि दिपेन्द्रजीको यो Miss World he's a majority shareholder, so it really also impacts Nepal, I think, because instantly now there is a news buzzing around international media that Nepal owns Miss World भनेर, right? So जहिले पनि हामीलाई नेपालहरुलाई sash factor छैन भनेर भन्थ्यौं हैन. Now sash factor हैन, हाम्रो ownership factor आइसक्यो हैन. We have the capability of owning a freaking Miss World competition as well.
Interesting. No, it's very
so
interesting.
So Miss World company Asian, Miss Universe company an Asian owner, so Asian powerhouse.
It's going to be fun, man. I'm hosting the 72nd or 73rd.
Big announcement, guys.
Manifested.
Why not, right? Yeah, good on him, man. Good on him. I know he wants a few other things. I was talking to him as well. Great. Best of luck. It's going to be fun. Steve Harveyले कुन चाहिँ गर्छ रे? Miss Universe. नाम त डबल चेक गर्नुपर्छ यार. त्यहाँबाट सिकेँ हो नि मैले. Oh man,
lesson learned.
Double check.
है?
The guys did a press cast, Sophiya, yeah, Alok did a fantastic job. I was there, I was telling you, I was there as well. They did a fantastic job.
Hi.
Coming back to the conversation, I just remembered something, by the way, तिमीलाई भनिहालौँ for your project Red as well. A fantastic person to tie up once you come back would be MP Dr. Toshima as well.
Okay.
हैन हेर त त्यो न्यूज मलाई झट्टै याद आयो मलाई त्यो न्यूज हैन उहाँले चाहिँ आफ्नो स्यालेरी if I'm not mistaken X double check गरे यो मैले कतै पढाए जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई आफ्नो स्यालेरी चाहिँ हैन MP को स्यालेरी चाहिँ सबै चाहिँ I will make sure that I'll use it to empower women भनेर पनि उहाँले भन्नुभयो जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई just double check the X if I'm not mistaken on this as well
from Lalitpur. Right?
Oh, so there you go. You can tie up with Kathmandu. You can tie up with Lalitpur. All the ways are open.
Yeah, of course. This project will go on like till the change comes to Nepal.
Yeah, Even after you
Across
are done
Nepal,
with the
yeah,
Miss
of
Universe
course.
Nepal,
Data.
you have to continue this.
So you're flying out on Jan 1st.
Yes,
What's
New
going on in your
Year's.
mind right now?
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the journey. Like, I'm not nervous or anything. I'm just nervous about the packing part, I guess.
We'll help you. Don't worry on that. So you have a whole team to help you.
Yes. I'm so lucky. I have a very supportive team, of course. Like I said, it's not only my journey. Without my team, I'm nothing. Without my country, I'm nothing. त्यहाँ गएपछि सोफिया को नेपाल हो नि त. I know.
They call you as Nepali.
Yeah.
You're not called Sophiya.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Nepal. Her name is Nepal now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it works once you go. How does it work? Like you're gonna go on Jan 1st, and then what's the timeline? America, Canada. Where is it?
New
happening?
Orleans.
New Orleans, right? What's the timeline like?
So
What's gonna
it
happen?
starts from 4th January.
Third and fourth.
Okay, 3rd and 4th. We can reach any day. Let's say I reach on 4th, then it'll start. Then I think prelims is on 12th. 12th or
12.
2-3 दिन अगाडि हुन्छ अनि 14th is the finale. So I think I'll be there for almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes.
How can
I'm
we watch it?
excited.
How can we watch it?
Which channel is it? It's so challenging to
Data.
access it. I really
So
want
यसपालि
to implement that as well in Nepal.
यसपालि they have
Sanjay.
changed it.
They've changed it after the new ownership.
A lot of changes.
नेपालमा चाहिँ युट्युबबाट
Nagma.
हेर्न मिल्छ सरी नेपालमा
घर हो नि त यो मलाई थाहा छ।
नेपालमा युट्युबमा चाहिँ हेर्नु मिल्छ थाहा छ च्यानल पनि छ तर नेपालमा छ कि छैन त्यो च्यानल चाहिँ आई निड टु डबल चेक अन द्याट बट देन इन द टाइम अफ प्रिलिम्स एन्ड द फाइनल्स हामी पनि आफ्नो च्यानल्सहरूको थ्रुबाट विल डेफिनेटली नोटिफाई द पब्लिक सो नेपालमा पनि वाट आई वान्टेड इज वान अफ द टिभी च्यानल्स हुन्छ नि showing it as well के त्यसको लागि फेरि it's a whole new other contract गर्नुपर्ने रहेछ but I'm exploring that as well that would really give easy access for everybody of us to watch it.
Miss Universe pageant moves to streaming.
Roku channel, yes.
Right?
Roku channel.
Roku channel. Cute.
Steve Harvey
With Fox and Steve Harvey, bro.
He had 5-year contract with the यसपालि नयाँ host हुन्छ.
I read this.
I love this man.
It might be a female,
Yeah.
according to the rumors.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
एउटा पोस्ट एरिया
Hey, कुन पोस्ट?
Toshima, yes.
Dr. Toshimaको.
I saw this.
निशुल्क महिनावारी
सामग्री अभियान.
There you go. I know. There you go. You should
Yeah.
totally tie up with
Yeah, of course.
MP Dr. Toshima.
Yeah.
I know. This would be fun. भेटघाट भएको छ?
भेटघाट त भएको छैन. But-
Totally.
Yeah,
अब हुन्छ.
there are so many people who are already working in this field, talking passionately about menstruation, menstruators. So from this podcast as well, Santa, maybe we could also give an open invitation for anybody who's listening to us to come and collaborate for this project of Sophia's Project Red.
Yeah.
And हामीले पनि आफ्नो तर्फबाट गर्छौँ तर हजुरहरूलाई पनि इच्छा हुनुहुन्छ भने because I believe Sophia is already getting a few messages from people होइन अनि they're helping her for Project Red and not just from Nepal but internationally as well. We're also looking into making a film for Project Red. This will happen after Sophia's Miss Universe competition. So यसमा चाहिँ we already have supporters from outside of Nepal. So we're still looking into planning the whole short film and releasing it maybe by the end of next year. Let's see.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Carry on with it. Okay? Once you come back, you carry on with it. Everybody's going to lobby with it. Okay?
Yeah.
Corporate houses, this, that. Everybody go, and then you jump into the government. Okay? Everybody's going to jump into it. Okay? But you just have to stick by it. And Nepal
I will.
system,
Of course.
exactly. You know how Nepal works. Yeah, गरिरहनु पर्छ उ नगमालाई थाहा छ नि त
एकदमै
Consistency, like I said.
Yeah.
Speed and consistency,
Yes.
होइन?
Yeah,
Of
I'm
course.
excited. I'm excited for Sophia's Miss Universe participation. She's going to speak about Project Red heavily at Miss Universe as well, international stage. So I think that's also going to create a larger impact, not just for Nepal, but internationally as well. Because as Sophia also mentioned that Kenya or just the countries are still कति धेरै issues menstruation surrounding issues. So I hope that really impacts not just Nepal, but the entire world as well.
Yeah, no shadow of doubt on that. Sophia, what would you like to go ahead and say to all the young friends who are listening right now, especially friends who want to be Miss Universe Nepal, and then who have dreams and aspirations like yourself?
I just have few things to say. When I was young, I used to get very intimidated looking at others, I used to be like, oh wow, that girl is beautiful. Oh wow, that girl is so confident. She's such a great speaker. I always used to underestimate myself, especially social media. Esto use garcha hami, हैन? And everybody looks perfect in social media from every angle. You put your best angles, you put your happy moments out there, but don't get intimidated. Don't think you're less, you're unique. I did that mistake, but I'm telling you all that don't make that mistake.
Yeah.
You're you. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Don't have to be only pageants, Miss Universe Nepal, Mate. It can be anything in life. Trust yourself, believe in yourself. Sometimes even your close ones might say, you know what, you're not going to make it. But what matters is in your head, your mindset. What do you think, Vanera? I used to get negative messages. Miss Nepal हार्दाखेरि मैले के मेसेज पाएको एउटा राम्रो मेसेज पाउँछ तर there is 1-2 messages which really makes you think, no? They told me that, you know what, I'm so glad you didn't win. You don't even know how to speak. You're just a pretty face. I was like, oh my God.
Comment section? Keep personal DM.
DM me. Comment section ma I just
fake account.
Straight away. Oh, fake account. Ani ma आजकल चाहिँ it doesn't even affect me because I feel like it's so much more easier to sit behind a screen and type. You have to be in my place. And then you tell me how does it feel. So don't get intimidated. Believe in yourself. I know everyone says that. I know. YouTube ma katti videos regarding this. But that's the truth of life. You have to believe in yourself. Sometimes you might be sad. Take a day off. It's fine. Nothing is going to end if you take a day off. But pick yourself back up. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, no one will.
Yeah, no doubt on that. And
no one.
I'm sure that's what you did too.
Yeah, you got to have your own back. You have to believe in yourself. This is why I'm here today. I could have easily given up.
I feel so proud listening to her.
Yeah, that's what I truly feel. अनि म चाहिँ पनि यस्तो सोच्दै के म सञ्जय दाइको के अरे पडकास्टमा जान्छु. I'm like, no. साँच्चै. Like when Nagma Di told हिजो, I was like, oh, okay. Like, did I manifest this? Because we didn't know if it was going to happen before Miss Universe, right? अनि म चाहिँ जहिले पनि पडकास्टहरू हेर्दाखेरि के I'm like, यो मान्छेको पडकास्टमा त म जान्छु हैन अनि म बोल्छु यसरी. So I have this thing in my head that I think that, you know what, I'm going to be here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. भनेर. अनि Project Red को बारेमा चाहिँ I launched it in Miss Universe Nepal stage.
Yeah.
I launched the project. Yeah.
Good for you. I'm happy, man, that I'm going to be very honest with you, with both of you guys, of course, X as well. कतिजना म मजाले डुल्छु नि त हैन, you guys know that, right? म मजाले डुल्छु हैन, अनि कतिजना साथीहरू आउनुहुन्छ के हुन्छ नि, म एक दिन आउँछु दाइ तपाईको पडकास्टमा हैन, I'll be somebody and I'll come भनेर कतिजनाले भनेको छ कि, अनि I try to understand that के हुन्छ नि हैन, I try to understand that, and I think I got a gist of that as well हुन्छ नि हैन, तिमीले भन्ने बित्तिकै
म चाहिँ I never say it out loud, but in my head to myself I have always this thing, you know what, I'm going to reach here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I keep talking to myself, basically. I never told that to anyone. You know what, I'm going to go to the podcast, I'm going to make it. But I always have this thing in my head.
I personally want the best of a person to come out. I know. You have to do a lot of things.
Of course.
And not just to come here. I don't know what success is. I know. I was hosting an event for Nepalese Marketing Association, and event started. How are you so successful? I'm like, I'm not successful at all. I know. You cannot define success. What is it? Amount of likes that I have, or amount of followers, or amount of this, amount of that. It's never going to be bloody enough.
Measure, yes.
It's never going to be enough. I know. But I personally want each and every person of this country to be successful. But your success is in your mind.
Yeah.
You have to decide what success is for you, And coming here is a success for you. You've reached somewhere, good. We play a role on that, X and me, every single day. And I try to motivate everybody saying, hey, man, I don't know when I'll call you, but hey, I'll call you and come over. We'll talk about thousands of things. And if you think coming here is a success, I'm always here. You know, I'm always here to motivate you and boost you. You know, give you that X amount of boost that you need. Probably play a catalyst.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody, I just want to announce this as well. As a bhakara, I'm decide what I say. बुधबारको दिन मानस र म बस्दैछौँ होइन एक्स फ्राइडे फ्राइडे होइन कमिङ फ्राइडे मानस खले एन्ड मी we're born on the same day.
Wow.
So yeah, and our wavelength is like, I don't know. It's in a different level. So Manas and me were sitting down and we're going back in time. यो वर्षभरिको एउटा के भन्छ त्यसलाई autopsy, rewind and autopsy. We'll talk about you guys too. So we're doing a reflection of this year. Comments मा जसले नेगेटिभ लेख्छ नि होइन कस्तो मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो लाग्छ भने 50-50 के सोफिया होइन त्यो जसले त्यो डिएम गर्यो नि होइन हुन्छ नि होइन उसको मनमा पनि 1000 त खेलिरहेको थियो होला कि
त्यसैले त
होइन उसको मनमा त्यो नेगेटिभिटी फुटी निस्किरहेको थियो होइन आज त्यही व्यक्ति जसले त्यो कमेन्ट गरेछ नि तिमीलाई होइन उसले यही बसेर सुनिरह होला होइन अनि उसलाई त्यो कतै न कतै त्यो 0.1% रिग्रेट चाहिँ होला कि
I hope if you're listening this is for you.
And so coming back to the point, we want people to send us messages. I know that's what you were talking about, right? मेसेजहरु हैन राम्रो नराम्रो सबै पठाऊ हामी बसेर हामी चिरफार गर्छौं त्यसको
But you know what I've noticed about you is you're so hardworking. You just keep going. Yeah. I know. I'm sure you also have a bad day.
Of course I do.
Say that, I know. But you never stop.
I just had a bad day.
You never stop. You don't let it affect you. And I think that's what matters.
Yeah. You can't let anything fuck with your vibe.
Yeah.
You need to keep on going. It's such a funny thing that you said, and I still remember I'll share this day, and I don't know how true this is. Nagma was sitting at my regular hangout in Java, and I'll mention this. उसको आँखामा त्यो स्ट्रेस मैले देखाएको थिएँ कि त्यो दिन दिस इज लाइक कपल अफ इयर्स अगो होइन तिमीलाई पनि याद छ मलाई पनि याद छ होइन कपल अफ इयर्स अगो होइन आई वेन्ट अप टु हर एन्ड आई सेड हे हुन्छ नि होइन लाइक एभ्रिथिङ इज गोना बी फाइन होइन एभ्रिथिङ इज फाइन नाउ
एब्सोल्युटली
राइट बट द्याट डे इट वाजन्ट नि त होइन द्याट डे आइ एम श्योर यु ह्याड नथिङ वाज वर्किङ आउट फर यु प्रब्लली if I'm not
nothing, oh my God,
mistaken.
Of course. I mean, I've had such days a few times. Like, you do your best, you give your best, you do it with a good intention, but regardless of all that, everything falls apart. I've had those days. But sometimes I also feel like giving up, you know. I think that's normal human behavior. But then I think why I started all of this, you know, where I wanted to reach. And then I motivate myself. I know, garnu parcha, thikai cha, this happened, chadega. I'll again look for another alternative option and I can still do it. So I've had so many days like that. My team still tells me, oh my God, Nagma, calm down. There's no stress. On Miss Universe competition, I'm backstage, I'm all stressed out always. And if I stage, and then I'm like forgetting everything, but I have to do it. So you just need to balance all the roles that you need to play in life, regardless of whatever misfortunes or whatever setbacks you get in your life. You have to keep moving. At times, yes, it is very hard. Mala pani afilai garo huncha. Tara pani you just need to remember why you started, where you want to take whatever dream of yours to next level or wherever. So त्यो सम्झेर चाहिँ आफूलाई पुश गरिराख्नु पर्छ. And मलाई चाहिँ Miss Universe के यात्रामा when I see you know women like Sophiya and others, it really motivates me because they come with so much enthusiasm, so much dreams, so much passion, you know. That also inspires me in return. So that keeps me going as well. So thank you to you and everyone who has been a part of Miss Universe, including yourself, Sanjay. Thank you.
Any day, man. Any day. One thing in life, you have to. Daily pani त्यो हुन्छ नि हैन सबैजनाको best day हुँदैन के हुन्छ नि अनि यदि मलाई लागेछ कि हिजो भर्खरै कुरा I was running on the treadmill and there was a friend of mine right next to me. I knew something was not going on. And I go like, bro, you okay? Yeah, thanks, bro. Fist bump thanks for asking. त्यति मात्र सोध्यो भने पनि त्यो मान्छेको अलिकति भए पनि उसको कतै न कतै हुन्छ नि त्यो पोजिटिभनेस जान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ कि हुन्छ नि हैन एन्ड कीप डुइङ दैट कि यु गाइज डु दैट वी ट्राई टु डु दैट फ्रम दिस पडकास्ट यु आर ट्राइङ टु डु दैट एज वेल हुन्छ नि हैन एन्ड होल हार्टेडली द्याट्स व्हाई आई एम राइट हियर अलवेज विथ यु माई फ्रेन्ड हुन्छ नि एन्ड डेफिनेटली हुन्छ नि यु शुड क्यारी अन व्हाट शी इज डुइङ एन्ड व्हिच आई एम श्योर यु विल
But I think that's the beauty of life, you know. Without darkness, we would never appreciate the light.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes. You need to go through those setbacks when whatever happens in your life, it prepares you for the whatever happens, whatever is to happen next. I know.
That's true.
So त्यो positive attitude चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ. Life ma afno generally speaking, I've always been a positive person. At times, like you said, stress bhayeko time ma, setbacks bhayeko time ma, you tend to think the most negative thing go lage. But still, you have to pull yourself out of that negativity ko bubble and then come back into your positivity ko bubble. And that really is a tedious process. But if there's someone to help you, that's even better.
Yeah.
I know. So it's just a learning phase, learning curves,
unexpected people will come and help you out. Okay?
Absolutely. Oh my God.
Yes.
There's a saying by there's a small little bit of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs like कस्तो मजाले भनेको छ कि मलाई मद्दत चाहियो भनेर जाँदाखेरि हैन म सबैले मद्दत गराएछ भनेर स्टिभ जब्सले भनेको छ कि लाइक ही ओन्स एप्पल ही वेन्ट टु HP हैन ह्युवर्ट प्याकर्ड हैन अनि ही सेड आई नीड हेल्प फर दिस दे हेल्प्ड हिम के द ओनर अफ HP हेल्प्ड हिम के हुन्छ नि so you can go to anybody if you feel like you need help you can reach out okay? Not you don't need to hesitate just like say you've reached out
many times
you've reached out and I've tried to help out as much as I can you know
I don't hesitate in reaching out until unless you reach out and ask you never know
there you go most people don't get those experiences because they never ask
that's true
I never find anybody that didn't want to help me if ask them for help. Okay, so always help, ask for help, and it's possible. You're gonna make lots of friends.
I'm excited.
थाहा थिएन यार मलाई त्यहाँ गएर चाहिँ नेपालै भन्छ नाम भन्दैन
नाम पनि भन्छ तर usually नेपाल भनेर एड्रेस गर्छ
So in the mail that I got for the national costume, hello Miss Nepal.
Yeah.
What is the national costume?
Oh, we have so many things to share with everybody.
Sure, send me a photo. We'll show it right now. Can you?
Stay tuned.
So we have national costume.
The cape is the highlight though.
Ani यसपालि चाहिँ
cape? What cape?
Cape पनि छ Miss Universe मा swimsuit segment हुन्छ नि swimsuit मा चाहिँ they usually put a sarong or a cape. Cape is a long fabric that just flows at the back. So Miss Universe has sent the cape to all the national directors and we are to put a social message on that cape. It's made of a cloth cape, and so that we received, and that we've already started working on it, and it's a very strong message. Let's not reveal it as of right now, but Cape Kote is going to be on the preliminary day.
Yes.
So preliminary day, you guys can see it. Miss Universe stage ma. Sophiya will be wearing the cape with her swimsuit. It's a very strong message. Especially
Miss Universe ko sash pani sustainable fabric.
Sustainable fabric. What when I said the crown is new crown. It's a blue sapphire crown. And I hope she wears it. And we have national costume segment. We have evening gowns and a lot of beautiful outfits that designers have collaborated and sent it. Jewelries so I think I and obviously Sophiya, we feel really thankful and blessed to get so much support. I feel like the pageant industry is growing and people are more involved in this. So it really gives me a certain level of accomplishment feeling. But still a long way to go, Sanjay, and I know that will happen one day.
It's definitely going to happen, man. No shadow of doubt. Best of luck to you. Anything you want to say right at the end, my dear friend? Who's going to be Miss Universe soon?
Yes, a lot of things to say.
Go for it.
But first of all, thank you so much for inviting us. It's an honor
This is your home,
to
man.
be
Come
here.
any day. Come any day.
I was like, Sanjay, just Sophiya, just Sophiya. You have to come, Here
Without
I am.
you, it would be incomplete.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
But I'm so grateful to be where I'm at. अनि लास्टमा चाहिँ I want to say something कि sustainability को कुरा आयो नि त. So नेपालमा चाहिँ यस्तो concept छ कि when it comes to fashion that you cannot use the same clothes again, you know. You have to use this, like, especially pageants ma चाहिँ मैले त्यो देखेको छ कि. तर मलाई के लाग्छ भने suppose I'm wearing this today, I can style it in a very different way another day, you know. You don't have to be like, oh, someone has already worn this, I cannot wear this. But मैले कति देखेको छु कि. And I don't believe in such things. I mean, we need to think about a lot of things. We need to think about our Mother Earth also.
Of course.
Let's be sustainable. Let's not be like, oh, like I cannot use it again and again. And Miss Universe this sash, I was just talking to Sagar ek din agadi ke. Sagar, you know what? Your outfit can be styled it in a different way also. Kasto ramro huncha. I think we should promote sustainability. And next day, Miss Universe this sash rakh dira ke.
Sustainable.
Sustainable.
Yeah, so let's think about all these things because we have such a great platform. And if we talk, people will listen. We all can come together, make bigger changes. And last must say thank you so much for supporting me, keep loving me and the organization.
Vote.
Of course, vote. Of course, I will.
She rarely does that. Like reminding him, vote.
And please do vote for me. Every vote counts. One vote is for free. And if you cannot go to Miss Universe app and vote, if you don't have international account, you can always vote for me through Khalti. Khalti has been a very big support to Miss Universe Nepal. And I'm not going alone. It's Nepal. I'm representing Nepal. And I need Nepal's support the most right now. I'm leaving on New Year's. I'm traveling on New Year's. And I'm so happy about it. People are like, oh, you're traveling on New Year's? I'm like, yeah, I'm traveling on New Year's.
I'm going to America, baby. For Miss Universe, man. X-le के भनिरहेको भोट गरिसक्यो तिमीले उसले गरिसक्यो उसले भोट
Miss Universe को app download गर्नुपर्छ. Sanjay, you have to do it as well.
App मा चाहिँ एउटा vote free पनि छ, I know. So just a reminder, if you guys cannot pay money and vote, then one vote is for free. अनि खल्तीबाट पनि vote गर्न मिल्छ. एउटै vote भए पनि it'll create such a big difference. We'll get placed, which is so important. It'll make a difference for Nepal. And in the end, Project Red is not only my project, it's not only Miss Universe Nepal's project. This is a project of Nepal, all the Nepali people, and together we can bring bigger changes.
No shadow of a doubt on that. Thank you very much for coming. Nagma, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, Sanjay.
Second time, not the last time. You know the deal.
Not the last time.
Come again and again.
I look forward to coming back again. But again, thank you, Mr. X, Sanjay, for the opportunity.
100%.
What's his name?
His name is Mr. X.
I'm just curious about Mr. X ko name.
Is the
With love, Holanda, Mr. X.
What's
मेरो नाम राम बहादुर
साँच्चीकै हो because my granddad's name is Ram Bahadur.
What a coincidence.
He's the real Ram Bahadur. All right, thank you very much for coming, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much, all the viewers of Sanjay's podcast as
It's
well.
your podcast too. It's
Our
your podcast, our podcast.
Yes.
Thank you, and please do support Nepal in the upcoming Miss Universe competition.
100%. All right, everybody.
I don't think I should say this, but if you're watching the YouTube, if you came across the YouTube channel for the first time, please do subscribe.
Holy shit! First time, yeah! That's a good first time somebody said that in 2 years. All right, thank you very much. See you soon.
Yes,
All
see you
right.
soon.
Wow.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications. This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios.